What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm talking about Dragon Ball Legends because I realized after the beta ended a couple weeks ago, I didn't really say much about it outside of me just straight up playing it. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by the wonderful, the one and only DFree, which we haven't done videos in a long time. What gives?
Well, you stopped calling me wonderful in videos, man, and it's not a good feeling. You know, I come on and I'm like, I feel like I'm not wanted anymore.
Well, you're always wanted on the Rhymestyle channel, so we gotta do some more stuff, but that's for another video. For now, we want to talk about Dragon Ball Legends. Now, the main, I guess, objective I had with this video is I just kind of want to toss it out there and see what you guys overall thought about Legends. If you played it, number one, and two, if you just watched videos. So if you end up leaving comments down below, let me know exactly what your experience was. So like, I played it and I think this, or I only watched videos and I think this based on the videos. And kind of feel free to discuss what you kind of are expecting and not expecting with the game when it comes out later this summer. As of right now, it's still set to be coming out sometime in June, according to the release date that they have in the iOS store. But again, I do want to point out that could always change. For all we know, it might come out tomorrow, which actually would be kind of nice because I am kind of craving a game again.
That'd be fire. I didn't get a chance to play in the second beta, so of course.
Yeah, well, you didn't really miss much because the thing about the beta, well, which, again, the problem with betas is it's hard to kind of really get the full experience of a game because it's not meant to be like a, it's not meant to be the full game. It's not really meant to be the demo. It just kind of to give you a small taste what they, get what they want. In their case, it was to do a network test. And for what the beta was, it was great. I love the PvP aspect of it. I love being able to, I actually enjoy grinding, which is the first. I enjoyed actually leveling up my characters and just, get stronger and stronger. Because unlike Dokkan, when you awaken a character in Dokkan and max them out, you don't get that same satisfaction. Because the thing about Dokkan is you have to pull several of the same units. And then the grind really isn't that. The grind's more of a chore. Whereas the thing that I personally enjoyed about the Legends beta is like when you grind the characters and you level them up, you feel like you're actually actively making them stronger and you want to keep going. And with them having like multiple level caps where it starts at level 99 at first, going up to 500 and then 1,000, which in the second beta, it was level 300 and then 600 and then I think 999. And that could also change in the main release of the game because like, I don't know what they plan on doing with it. It still felt very rewarding. And like getting stronger over time and then being able to take them into PvP was great. Although, that introduced the first problem of the beta, which obviously was the unbalance. The amount of times I got matched up with characters who were like
level 999,000.
Well, no, I was that guy. Because see, the thing is I played very, I won't say minimal. I played very minimal compared to like everybody else. Because like, granted, yes, I didn't make content on it. I didn't sit there the entire weekend and like super grind my balls out. With that said, I got to like level 400 for all my main characters. My Shaolin, my Frieza, and my Vegeta were both like level 400 plus. In the first beta, it was opposite way. It was around like 300-ish, but still, it was like respectable. And even then, everybody I came across in PvP were like level 40, level 60, level 80, and I'm like,
oh, you were the oh, wow.
Yeah, so like literally, and you can see the problem. I'm sure I'm using the same gameplay footage in the background, which shows that situation off. Like, I would sit there and let them literally attack me, and then they would do no damage. And then I would just sneeze on them, achoo, and then they're dead.
And they lose their entire life bar. Yeah, I've had that happen to me, and it's really, really sucky.
Yeah.
It just wasn't fun if you're that person that goes up against this massively over-leveled guy. I was like level 200. I'm going up against level 600. I'm like, well, there's not even any point. I mean, you could win technically, but it's very unlikely at that point.
Yeah.
That's horrible matchmaking, and you've got to hope that they'll fix that by the time the game officially comes out.
And I hope they do. But the other main problem I found with Legends was there was a lack of variety of the card arts. From what we saw, they had the basic stuff, which is like a regular Ki Blast, which is like a pew-pews of Ki Blast. You have the melee attacks, and you kind of use those to start the special attacks. So like the big blast, like the Kamehameha or the Death Beam or the Gallic Gun with Vegeta.
Yeah.
And then you can also get the bonus ones, like if you had either Chaozu or Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, if you use their special ability by tapping on a character's face, they add the special card art, which for Chaozu was self-destruct, which I didn't get a chance to use because I didn't know about it.
Was that the purple card?
Yeah, it was a purple card. And then for Goku, it was like the Meteor Smash, I want to say. It's where he attacks you first, and then he finishes up with the Kamehameha, which kind of looks like a half-assed version of Rising Rush. I don't know to what extent they're going to add more cards in the game, but something that I could see be a problem in the long run is if there's not much of a variety of cards to use. Because like if it ends up being the same thing where like every time you hop on PvP is going to come down to whoever does their key attacks first, which then will link you to their special attack, it will get boring over time.
And that's the thing that they'll have to fix too, because I just felt like if you got trapped in a certain combo chain, you kind of were screwed. You know, there wasn't really much way to get out of that. And also, on that same vein, the blocking was randomized. There was no way to actually control that. Now, I don't want to be able to like have somebody block the entire everything. You know what I'm saying? But random, maybe not that. Maybe there's a card for that or something like that.
They need better defenses, essentially.
Because if you ever got caught in that chain, you basically were done. And I agree. There's not a whole lot of versatility when it came to character. They kind of just did the exact same things in terms of punch, kick combo, key blast, big attack. That's it.
If it's a beta, I understand that's probably why they did it. So it's tough to tell what we're going to see in the final version of the game, but I definitely want to see more cards, stuff like defenses, maybe like even have like counter cards, for example, where if you get hit at the right time to counter and do something. They definitely should work on that. And
the only aspect in relation to that you even have control of is a dodge. That's it. There's no other way you can control that.
And I know in the first beta, I did the dodge completely wrong. Basically, the way it works to kind of break it down in case you guys also happen to play wrong like I did, you have a meter. And as you do stuff, that meter fills up. And every time you dodge, the meter goes down. If you don't dodge correctly or you run out of meter, then you kind of open. So you kind of have to like, space yourself out with how often you use the dodge and the side swiping. Otherwise, you get opened up really easily. So I know the dodge.
One thing I did a lot though is I did that stupid. I thought I was dodging, but I would do a little side step.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so annoying.
So much. I did that so much. But I mean, like overall though, like it was still a lot of fun to play, and I have high hopes for what they can do with the game. I mean, they're basically planning on taking the same route as Dokkan did. And what I mean by that, before you think of, oh no, it's gonna be like Dokkan. What I mean by that is they're doing what made Dokkan enjoyable for the community side, and they're also gonna be doing like content for like the next who knows how many years. So they'll do basically every single character at some point. We'll get our like 40, 50 at launch, and it's gonna turn to 100 and 200 and 300. They're gonna go down that path. I like the fact that you don't have to basically summon for the new cards. I don't know how exactly it worked, but we saw a small glimpse of the scout system where like they introduced Krillin, and if you beat Krillin, you get Krillin. You could summon for Krillin, or you could just beat Krillin to get him.
Well, see, and Legends kind of takes elements from actually a lot of other games that may or may not have been successful. One of them being the way that you acquire characters. From what we've seen anyway, again, they could completely change it, but from what we've seen anyway, they have the whole fragmentation system, which I like in some games I don't. It just depends on the grind behind it. But what they do is they say, okay, well, you can summon for fragments for characters. And again, some of the ratios may change because you were getting 100 per dupe that you were pulling. That could go up or down. But they also allow you to grind for those characters as well. So, I mean, I believe that in an interview, he was like, the producer was saying, well, we wanted to kind of have an experience where even if you don't go in and basically shell out tons of cash, everybody can still have kind of the same stuff.
Which is important because, like, if they start releasing these cool characters that you just want to play with, it'd be kind of unfair where they're completely locked behind, a paywall.
Granted, and they have to do something like that for this type of game anyway. The way that the model is set up, they have to have these characters acquirable anyway. That's just kind of what they've done. But one thing they're going to do, if you haven't been able to tell yet, is they're going to have every iteration of these characters. Every character in every single possible iteration. You're going to see base form Goku, SS Goku, Namek Saga, SS Goku's Android Saga.
And I'm sure it's going to then go into like extra mechanics like transformations and stuff. Like what I can see them doing is with every character how they have that special ability where if you tap on the avatar and they like do something like power up or transform or I guess add the purple cards like we saw with Chao.
And not a lot of characters had that from what you were saying.
I could see them do stuff like if you tap on this card you go Ultra Instinct. If you tap on this card you transform. I can see them doing that. So it's like the amount of potential with this game is literally limitless. They can do so much with it, which is also cool and something to be super excited about. But again, I feel like it's still going to be kind of rocky here and there, especially at launch, because it's like we don't know what to expect. Because like the thing about Dokkan is it's a simple game. You go take a dump, tap bubbles, so you're pooping. Great. I don't want me to sit there like clenching my butthole while pooping. Playing PvP.
Yeah.
So
and that's one of the actual things that I enjoy more about Dokkan, to be honest, is you can be more brain dead on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you don't have to pay attention.
Yeah, like I'll sit there and watch a movie or something that I've already seen, or like watch anime, and I'm just like tapping, looking up, down every now and then. But like you can't do that with Legends. With Legends, you have to be like put all your focus in on it, because like it's more of a hands-on game, which is kind of like what you don't want with mobile games. But again, it's one of those things that's kind of hard to see how it's going to be at launch until you kind of live through it over the course of a couple of months. Because like I already know it's going to happen at launch. When it comes out, it's probably going to be super bare bones. It's going to be basic. Some people will pick it up and enjoy it. Others will pick it up and drop it, and maybe pick it up later. But like, it's gonna take a lot
equate
of.
it back to Dokkan though, I mean, Dokkan did the exact same thing. Like, no, seriously, like people didn't play. A lot of people didn't play the game when it first came out. I myself downloaded it and deleted it.
Yeah.
I instantly deleted it because I was like, what is this?
I remember I hated it because the first time I got to Dokkan, I know what it was. I downloaded it and I summoned. I'm like, oh, okay, so if you want to get cool characters like Goku and Vegeta, yada, you have to pay for them. I thought like every person when they got the game just had an SR-17, which is what I had, like my first unit. And I remember I was like, I don't want to play a 17. I hate 17 at the time. I didn't like the 17 and the androids. And 17's good in my books now. But I was a big fan of the androids. So the first time I got to Dokkan, I was like, I have to play with Android 17. Are you serious? And Yamcha, like, give me the cool characters.
And there was nothing to do at all. Dokkan Global literally reran the exact same events every other week.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do. It was BoJack event over and over and over.
With the 2 to 3% SSR rates on like.
Oh, it wasn't even 3% at the time. It was hella low. It was like 1%.
Oof, yeah. I mean, Dokkan had a very rocky start, and they powered through it, and look where you are right now. And I definitely feel like over time, Legends could be that game as well. I don't think Legends, again, is meant to serve as a game to replace Dokkan, but to be another game to play alongside Dokkan. Because like what they're aiming for right now is Dokkan was so simple that, like you said, anybody can just pick up and just play because it's kind of brain dead. And then you had other games that are more casual, like Xenoverse. And I think what they're trying to do is aim for a game that's kind of like in between Xenoverse and Dokkan that kind of like picks that crowd of people that never really like Dokkan to come to the mobile gaming side. And that's kind of the goal with it, which is fine. I mean, again, I enjoyed it. It was fun for what the beta was, and I'm super excited to see what they do in the actual final build. But at the same time, I'm still kind of like, I want to see what happens over the course of the next couple months after release to see whether or not it's sustainable yet. Because, I mean, again, it has a lot of issues, which, again, in the comment section below, let me know your personal issues you have with the game based on if you just watched the gameplays or if you actually played it, and what you personally would love to see get implemented or changed over the course of release. And, you know, let me know down below. But overall, though, I think it's a solid game. I think it's a solid game, and I'm excited to play it.
No, I agree. Overall, I had a lot of fun with it, and I agree with the whole notion that it's not something that's here to necessarily replace Dokkan, even though a lot of people are kind of already touting it as being that, because if you look at the mechanics of the game, a lot of it simply just requires you to just kind of wait. Like, I mean, a lot of the training aspect, it's there to be a time sucker for a lot of people, you know, something you play on the side, maybe, because ideally the company would want you to play both versions, right?
Yeah, and again, I don't mind that, because unlike grinding in Dokkan, which I cannot stand, like I still have not awoken my evolution Vegeta yet, because I just don't feel like going through all that events again. It was rewarding. It felt great powering up your characters in Legends, because like it felt like you actually did that. Because like get to level 99 or 300 in the second beta, and then you get the souls. You boost them again, and then you get back to leveling up. It felt fun.
What do you mean? Legends is the game where you set your character to do a mission, or you go to and you train, and then you go to sleep for all night, and then you wake up, they're done.
Yep. They also had that too. With that said, we don't want to talk too long in this video. We kind of just want to talk about our experiences with Legends and see what the community thinks. Now that it's been a couple weeks since the beta ended, and we're kind of in the in-between period of between when the Legends beta ended to where the game's actually coming out, which again is supposed to be still around sometime in June, but that could always very well change. So,
which is just just over a month actually.
A little bit over
so
month,
guys, the game's literally right around the corner.
Yeah, which is exciting because I just want to play another Dragon Ball game. So in the comment section below, let us know your thoughts on Legends and everything else. Like I said, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. I challenge you to get to 3,000 likes. But I bet you guys can go further beyond that. So we'll just see what you can actually do by punching the like button right in the face. But other than that, check out DFree in the comment section below. Don't worry, we're going to do some videos soon, probably on Dokkan or something. So keep an eye out for that as well. But other than that, anything else down below, and we'll take it from there. I'm DFree, joined by Rhymestyle. We'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, bye guys.